Hi there, my name's Nick Dutch. I'm back on the camera again one more time. Hi there, how things are going, and so on and so forth. Now, we're at this point on YouTube whereby one particular amazing YouTube user, he's called Rob Lester Films, link to his channel is down there, is doing a series, or a season so to speak, on the subject of the Bible. Which is really rather, interesting. It's a great little series he's doing there, very interesting points of view, and he's questioning Genesis at the moment. Now, I came across this guy actually earlier on today, and he was actually holding a copy of the Bible, and he says, you can't take anything in this book literally. So obviously that's a sentiment which is, going around the world at the moment. Now, just ask yourself very quickly, obviously just, let that sink in for a moment. What kind of person would turn around to you or to anybody or to a crowd of people and say, you can't take anything that you read in this book literally? Would that be an atheist? Would it be a skeptic? What kind of person would that be? Well, I'll tell you the kind of person it was. It was the vicar, and it was in church this morning. And that was part of the sermon, that you can't take the Bible literally. So, with all of these critics and critiques of the Bible which is out there, and of Christianity in specific, or religion in general, you got to ask yourself, what precisely are they criticizing? Sure, there are various individuals whose names we all know who spend a lot of their time just screwing with people's lives and screwing with people's heads and using religion as a tool to do it, because religion is, it's a big way of getting an audience. And those people are wrong. And you won't be able to get a society in which there are people who are only ever doing what's right. Just have a look at the atheist community. Are there people in the atheist community who are definitely doing things which are thoroughly and utterly egregious, and in my humble estimation don't have enough people within their own community aggressively attacking them? Yes, of course. Now, is this because there's anything wrong with atheism? Well, certainly not. If a person wants to be atheist, let them. That's their choice. Let them go at it. And I'm perfectly happy for that. I personally don't think that atheism is a very healthy perspective. I don't think it's quite right for humans. But never mind. Just think about that. A vicar in church, as part of his sermon, actually saying, you can't take the Bible literally. What does it, what does this mean? Well, another YouTube user, I believe his name was Daryl, suggested that the color white in Christianity, from his point of view, represented like double standards and negativity, hypocrisy of that nature. Projecting whiter than white image, when in fact there's lots of darkness or sickness inside, and therefore the colour black represented something better in his humble opinion, predominantly because he had some kind of affiliation or connection to Satanism. But I was thinking to myself, where else is there that same level of hypocrisy, of maybe a colour or a word being a totem for a place or a group of people? And I thought to myself, there is actually somewhere within secular life which has the same level of extreme hypocrisy. Extreme hypocrisy. Terrible, damnable hypocrisy. It's the health centre. You see, a health centre is a place where people go if they've got something not quite right with them, and they want to steadily get better one way or another. And there may be only like a 1% of all the people in the health centre building who's actually totally alright, and all the rest of them, maybe, you don't want to get too close to them, because you might not necessarily enjoy the experience, or you might get sick, and so on and so forth. But it's all full of sick people. This health centre is full of sick people. So isn't that the same level of hypocrisy as a religion, such as Christianity? Well, yeah, and in precisely the same way. See, Christianity is often seen as, or described as, some kind of journey of personal improvements to the point whereby certain positive character attributes of the essential character from Christianity, namely Jesus Christ, and gets in some manner reflected within the lives of the people who are part of the faith. And it is regarded as being a slow and steady progression as a result of study of books, talking, sharing, introspection, contemplation, singing songs, thinking about life in a different way. And through living the life, something can improve for those who are diligently seeking this change. And it won't be there for everybody. And within the health center of Christianity, there'll still be a lot of sick people, or people who can't be cured or treated, or people who won't be cured or treated, or are too resentful or too bitter. So where is the hypocrisy? I suppose someone who goes through a religion and doesn't go through any form of personal change, maybe they are a hypocrite. But that is the individual who is the hypocrite, and not necessarily the faith. Because the faith is no different to a health center.